Peace. As an educator, I am all for Black History Month being used as an opportunity to highlight Black achievements and Black achievers. And I generally support people who support that effort. So then why does this video annoy me?
For my teachers out there that would like to get something for African American History Month, hoping that you're trying to look a little bit more outside the box and not just do Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., and so forth. I'd like us to kind of get out of that of just trotting out sort of the same people.
Is it because a white person is referring to Black History Month as African American History Month? Or is it because a white person has decided to make themselves the decider of which Black historical figures are worthy of being presented? Well, I understand that there are white educators of Black children who are tasked with doing exactly that. What annoys me is the premise that we already know everything we need to know about Rosa Parks and MLK Jr. But educators, especially non-Black educators, do you really know what you think you and your students already know? Whenever I post Did You Know content or have conversations about Rosa Parks and MLK Jr., most of the time the people who thought they knew everything they needed to know did not know. Did you know that Rosa Parks was actually about that life? She didn't not give up her seat because she was tired. She was consciously engaging in activism. As an activist, she was more militant than her counterpart, and her personal hero was Malcolm, not Martin. In fact, years later, she would even speak at the Nation of Islam's Million Man March under Minister Louis Farrakhan. How many people know that Martin Luther King Jr. was originally named Michael Luther King Jr., and his name was changed along with his father's at 5 years old to Martin, in honor of the German reformist? Or that Martin was such a brilliant student that he skipped 9th and 12th grade and entered Morehouse College at 15 years old? And I presume that the so forth includes Harriet Tubman. But did you know that the first woman to lead a U.S. military operation was Harriet Tubman, who was also a nurse and a spy for the Union Army, and along with 150 Black Union soldiers under her command, Harriet the Spy, the U.S. militia leader, set free by force over 700 enslaved people. Or that George Washington Carver didn't discover the peanut. He was a highly revered scientist who advised presidents, captains of industry, even Gandhi himself. Edison tried to secure George Washington Carver's service for $100,000 in 1 year. By today's rate, that would be nearly $3.6 million. George Washington Carver refused because he thought that his time would be better spent at Tuskegee. And his brilliant mind helped to save this nation's agricultural industry. So before you commit to the idea that we know everything we need to know about Rosa, Martin, Harriet, and George, ask yourself, who taught you what you think you know? The history of these Black icons has been generalized, sanitized, whitewashed for mass consumption. You don't know what you think you know. Not enough to just dismiss them as not being enough outside the box. But the question is, whose box? And why were they boxed in the first place? Educators, y'all got about 2 weeks to get your Black History Month lesson plans together, or you can just do it today. Because every month is Black History Month. We out ya.